Quick context to today's video, and yes, I'm doing another one of these because I have had such technical problems with this Let's Play, it is ridiculous. I had played through the entire game of Conker's Bad Fur Day just to have the entire end be digitally removed in the emulator. Now, I had never actually gotten to the end of this game in my first playthrough on 64s, which is why I thought paying $15 for the emulator so I could save state it would work. But after playing through the entire game, just to get to the last part, which is non-existent in the emulator, is pretty freaking frustrating. So, thanks to a local YouTube user, which I will have their name in the video, I had to rip the cutscenes of the game from their video and put it in mine. No, I did not take their gameplay. All of the gameplay you see in the game is mine, and I am honest about that. But I did have to rip the cutscenes because I will not allow you, anyone, who has actually sat through this entire Let's Play just to watch a cutscene of people literally space talking. Now, mind you, the audio is mine, but the visual I had to rip from somebody else, so you're going to notice how sharp and just beautiful it looks compared to my shitty 64 emulator, because this is the emulators that I bought. And I feel happy that I now have a capture card so I don't have to deal with this shit, but OpenEMU and 64s, go to fucking hell. Anyways, enjoy the video. I'm sorry I had to rant again. Hopefully this will never happen again.
What's going on, everybody? Steam Genie here, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Conker's Bad Fur Day for the Nintendo 64. We had last left off doing a very tedious part in the game, probably the second to worst tedious part of the entire game, just something that is a real headache to get done, and now we're going to be finishing it up here. This is the second to last episode. You walk over here, and then you see some submarine fuckers with the eyes and the see-through glasses or some, you know. Anyways, I'm gonna calm down, you know. So I'll just walk to the middle of the map and you'll see there's a little girl.
Mommy, how about my mommy? Oh, hello, it's a little squirrel. Hello, help me, please.
Oh, the little girl. Well, it's dangerous around here, little girl. I don't think you want to be here.
Hi. Have you come to rescue me?
What is that?
That's the, inverse phase sonar efficient with, oh,
How do you know about that?
school.
I never learned things like that at school. Anyway, what is it?
It fires a missile at a Teddy Funkin U-47 intercontinental ballistic missile.
A missile.
Yeah, like that one.
Missile. That's how you know it was made by the UK developers. Missile. Very World War II term there.
Don't you worry, little girl. I'll rescue you.
Oh, goody.
Yeah, her parents are bound to have some cash.
Why would she have parents, Conker? She's all the way in the pit of hell. You think you're gonna find her parents? You think you're gonna save her? Alright, that's useless talk. Anyways, so, once you get done talking to this little girl here, you're gonna want to walk over to the pillar that is first to the left and start interacting with these submarines. Now, this can be a little tricky because the platform is very small, so you might fall in the water a couple of times. Something I learned replaying this part of the game over and over and over again is that when they shoot the missiles into the sky, is that you can actually aim upwards and shoot at them. Now, I really struggled with this part here because every time I tried to do it, I died. You know, I just kept thinking, you know, if you missed them in the water, that you wouldn't have another chance to get at them, but if they shoot their missiles into the sky, then you could just shoot it down, which makes this infinitely easier to get through, because you just defend yourself against the missiles, and you wait for them to appear in the water. Oh, but you don't do that, because that's how you die. But that's usually how it'll happen, you know, because I thought before this that all you had to do was just shoot at the submarines and they would just die. But you know, you can aim upwards and destroy the missiles to progress through the rest of this game. Now, there's only 2 submarines here that shoot missiles. They don't appear at the same time, which can be tricky, but the ones that show up individually can be tricky because they can kind of be a bit underwater. And you'll notice that you'll be completely done when Conker puts away his gun. There will be a kind of subtle cutscene that happens there, which will show you that that part of the game is over. But now you're going to want to come over here to the north end, where you'll see 2 submarines together, which can get pretty tricky, because when they shoot 2 missiles at the same time, you know, you only get 1 rocket, so if you miss, boom! You just get attacked. It's pretty fucked. So... and you gotta time this out all right, so that you have enough time. You see, I'm just not timing it out right, but it's just so you have enough time between each missile, or if they're close together, one of them will just explode into the other and they'll both just explode. But you have to time it so that the 1 rocket you have, when they're close enough together, you could just get to both of them, because you're not gonna have enough time once you shoot one to get the other, as you can see, because it takes a long time to charge the missile, or whatever the hell you're shooting. I don't know what you're shooting. It looks like a rocket launcher, but you could be shooting missiles for all I know. This part's pretty cool. I mean, this is an acceptable first-person shooter for the Nintendo 64. I mean, I can actually bear this. It's not like, ironically, that part with the bear, you know, just so hard to bear. It's just ridiculous. Oh, fuck. They were both together and I just got him. That's pretty sick. Good job. Good job, man. So as I was saying, this part's pretty bearable, you know, like... because it's just one thing you shoot at 2 submarines. And it can be kind of tricky, you know, because the wave catches their body midway and underwater, so it makes it hard to kind of do. And I'm just gonna run away because I'm sick and tired of getting hit by it. And if you ever get low on chocolate, you can just run around these archways here and you'll get more chocolate. I think I'm just gonna do that because I don't want to die and have to do this all over again. I've already done this like 3 or 4 times prior to this recording, so... you know, I'm not about to just sit and waste any more time. What? Oh, they're coming from here? So, we're done. I mean, that cutscene, I guess, was so subtle I barely even noticed. Like, I was just running around to get chocolate. I didn't realize it was just over like that. So, of course, the last one's gonna be a bit tricky. They don't necessarily shoot the missiles at the same time. They just kind of shoot them at different times, which can be tricky to time out because of the rocket launcher. This part, you know, is also just another freaking headache. You know, it's just not easy to do this stuff. It really sucks. This whole first-person shooter stuff on the Nintendo 64 can get pretty redundant and painful. I mean... I don't really like this war part. I love this game, but this is probably the least best overall part, which probably a lot of people would hate me for saying, you know, because this is what the game is known for, this war stuff, especially since this was the basic premise of the entirety of the Xbox version of the game. It's just not what I'm about, you know. Maybe it's the Nintendo 64's controls, or maybe it's just the fact that I've played this game close to almost 10 times already, and I'm kind of freaking sick of doing this shit, you know. I'd rather just be hopping around like my little squirrel tail, just having a ball, you know. And this is taking forever, you know. You just want to get to the submarines. You don't want to waste too much time on the missiles, or else that's going to become the entire game. It's just destroying the missiles when you're in sync with them. All right.
Yeah, that was a blast.
I'm sure it was. For you.
Now, to sort out the ransom. Rescue the little girl.
Whoa. Conker's getting a bit mischievous. Why the hell would he say ransom? He's not holding the girl hostage. I guess in theory he is, but he was defending her. But I guess you can look at it in any other way. What if the submarines were trying to save her from him?
I'm going to see my mommy and daddy again.
Yeah, Yeah. Okay, come on. Let's try and get you out of here. What the? Oh, you guys!
Exorcist reference there.
What? I don't have a daughter.
Huh. Bet you didn't see that come. What?
Yes, Mr. Squirrel. I'm the brains and the eyes, and he's the brawn.
Quick, get out the way. I'm taking over.
Well, it's pretty convenient that the tank just happened to have made it down here and we're now interacting with him. Freaking rodent. Good looks on him.
Now then, lesson one, ballistic.
This bitch is an intimidating loser. She has no idea what she's talking about.
1,000 rounds per second.
She's gonna talk her head off, but it means nothing to us. We're gonna destroy them within seconds flat. You're gonna see how amazingly simple this can be within just a few shots. I mean, it's really not that hard. If anything, the submarines were harder. So if you execute any damage, it's fine. You know, like, just go ahead and destroy those massive guns and then shoot the puppet off of its hand and then just shoot him in the back. And that's it. And you do it 2 more times and it's over. And we're gonna do this fairly quick because it's just so easy. And it seems very intimidating at first. I mean, especially playing it on the PC, it seemed as if it took much longer than it actually needs to.
Now this is very special.
Well, that's great. It means nothing because we could still shoot at you the exact same way. And sorry I'm talking over this cutscene. I usually like to stay quiet for them, but at this point, who cares? Alright, and just shoot her off, you know, and then just shoot in the back. She's just gonna keep talking. I mean, this is how the game prolongs time and keeps you playing over and over and over again.
Keep calm. Keep calm.
Alright, so just shoot him in the back. Alright, so now we're gonna get one more cutscene and then another round of ammunition.
I think we're already familiar with
Missiles!
Mark II's this time, however. Third guided. With multiple warheads, of course. Don't fancy your chances very much, Mr. Squirrel.
Boom. 1, 2, 3. It's just a soft... What's going on? Oh, damn. Was I actually shooting at the bullets? Is that why it wasn't happening? That's pretty great.
No, keep calm.
Boom! That's the last shot we needed to do, and that's it. Super easy. Yeah, suffer. Suffer! Bend your will to the behemoth that is Conker, you bitch! My Little Pony!
My little baby.
I'm just sick of her already. Come on, let's go. Let's get to the timers. Oh, what? Things are gonna explode now? Oof. Actually, this is pretty much a Forrest Gump moment right here.
Oh, the tank's gone. Well, it served well. Rodent? Rodent? Oh no. He didn't make it. You were a great guy. A superb soldier. a military tactician. And yet, he was mortal, like the rest of us.
I don't think Conker's mortal, to be honest with you.
We showed that bitch.
Whoa, he just said bitch in a video game. My past self enjoyed that. That was very funny. I couldn't even contain my laughter.
The show's not over till the little girl sings. Ooh, what's this? A little
And of course, she pushes the self-destruct button, causing Conker to react in a panic.
Ooh, and what's that?
4 minutes and 30 seconds. I like this part a lot. I think I just really like platformers, you know? It's a fun genre of gaming. But this is pretty much a Forrest Gump kind of cutscene here. Well, not this! I mean, this is like, what the hell? They just put a phaser on her voice and, like, panned the volume, probably.
Self-destruct. Oh, give me strength.
Why they don't just cut directly inside the hole just shows so much how Rareware wants you to suffer in life. They have to just take 3 seconds off the counter just for you to get down here. Oh, so now you go through a pretty hard part of the game. I just went ahead and died because I just really didn't feel like dealing with it anymore. You know, I'm just like, I got 2 pieces of chocolate. I'm constantly gonna respawn here, so I might as well just die. So you just go ahead and jump here, and then you're gonna want to go close to the left here. You don't have to do anything too crazy. You can jump through that if you're not a blinding idiot like me. Not to say that blind people are idiots, but I'm just an idiot because I can see and I'm blind. And you can do that jump fairly easy. All you have to do is just get a good lead and then jump. You're gonna see 2 teddies here, and you're just gonna go ahead and shoot. Get that Z targeting down if you can get it right. I mean, I'm not even Z targeting. I'm just kind of freebasing my bullets at the moment. Now, this part could be tricky. You gotta just jump in a certain way, which can get you through the middle here, but if you fuck it up, you'll just die. Like I did. So, oh, it's game over, too, so what a great waste of time. Sorry we have to go through all that. That's how that looks when, you die. But we're gonna finish this. Even though this playthrough gave me such a headache, we're gonna get through this game, and it's gonna happen. So go ahead, jump. Kind of let yourself fall in the middle there. Go ahead and line yourself up to get a perfect jump here. You gotta jump over the smoke or you'll get hit by it. Then go ahead and jump here and stay in the air until you whip out your guns and start shooting some teddies. That first part is pretty easy. You're just doing a lot of jumping and running. This is the part that really sucks. You can do this perfectly if you just fly through the middle here, but I think I might just crawl through the bottom or something. I don't know. Yeah, because I just can't get it, man. Ugh. I guess you're not gonna want to jump too high there either. Or go to the fucking right. You're just gonna want to stay left. Might as well kill myself just to restart this proper. Oh man, you can hear my present self mumbling in sadness, you know? Luckily I've gotten this whole capture card thing figured out, so you won't be hearing my present self as much. Even though I think there was a certain charm in being able to do that. Maybe I'll just do more present self gameplays now that the audio's figured out. First few episodes of Pokemon are gonna be in post, but maybe, ugh. This is just brutal. I really kept this in? I can't keep this in. This is terrible. Oh, okay, so we're gonna try again here. Let's go ahead, get to the bottom, run, jump, stay in the middle, bear left, line yourself up, jump between this one, or don't. I mean, this is really brutal. I can't believe how many times I messed this up. I usually jump over that, but I guess you can just walk through it. Oh, that's terrible, man. Alright. Bear left, stay in the middle. I could just run under there, but for some reason I'm just gonna jump over the smoke. Stay afloat, whip out your guns. I should have just crawled through the first time. I don't know why I chose to do this so many times, because I wanted to make it accurate. You know, I really wanted to do it for you guys, but let's see. Am I gonna do it? God, I'd try again. Well, at least I only have 2 chocolate this time. I'm pretty sure that's acceptable enough to keep going. If I don't die right here, that is, which might happen. Because there's another teddy afoot. Just gonna want to go ahead and shoot him down. And then this part, you're gonna want to come over here to the left and just do a Z jump. Stay up to the roof, float on over. Perfect. Then go ahead and crawl on under here like we did the first time. And then when you're gonna want to run out here, you're gonna think that it's gonna be easy peasy, but it's not. Gates are gonna come on, and then you're gonna have to shoot your way out. don't worry, once you get past this part, you won't have to do it again, because a cutscene will checkpoint us to the next part. We just gotta get through this. If we can get through this, we can move on. It should be easy. There's one Teddy left. I think I got him. Did I get him? No. No. There's one more. They have this all timed out perfectly, you know that? It's gonna be like 2 minutes every time it loads out there. So it should take us exactly 2 minutes to get out of here in full. There's that Teddy, he was right there. I don't like this right now. Quit being so damn suspenseful. Oh, there he is! Get him! He'll come out. He'll come back out. Kill. Do you see that? That's barbaric. Oh, man. This is fucked up. I don't even like this music. It's too much. Oh, there he is. Get him, get him! Hell yeah! Oh, man! That was getting brutal. I'm glad I did that first try. That would have sucked to have ran through all that again. And if you're low on chocolate, you could just go ahead and run on over here if you dare even try this in one try. If you do, you're a freaking legend. So then we just backtrack. This is literally the end of war, guys. You know, there's nothing else after this. I just shot myself into a freaking dust mound. But yeah, there's nothing after this. You're gonna want to be quick with these teddies, though, because they will shoot you down, like, within seconds. And it's always going to load at 2 minutes no matter what you do. The game literally expects you to do this within 2 minutes flat. And there's no way to really, like, speed up the whole process. I mean, at least to my knowledge. Like, I'm pretty sure any speedrunner will fill you in. There we go. There's a teddy in the corner there, then there's a teddy there, but if you miss, you're dead. This is where the game gets pretty hard. It tests your limits. It tests how well you know this game. Oh, it was game over. That sucks. But at least we're at the beach now. We don't have to go through that dreadful, thing. Oh, man, and that whole cutscene took 3 minutes off of our timer. Like, how stupid is that? The game doesn't even expect you to do it in 2 minutes. Yeah, you don't really have to aim for that guy. You just gotta be careful of the guy up here, because there's somebody who comes out through the right behind this building. And you're just gonna want to shoot his ass. And not die like I did. I really did not do this that good. Oh wow, it's this beating heart. It's pretty frickin' brutal. Alrighty. Doing this for the upteenth time. So you don't really need to aim at that guy, you just need to kind of put your body in conjunction with his. Whether you think that's sexual or not, I don't really care. It's not, it doesn't matter to me, you know? Ugh. I'm really just sucking with this second guy here, you know? Like, I just need to aim and do it. I'm doing this way too many times, you know? Like, I doubt this is really that entertaining to watch. But to think without all this, it wouldn't be like 40 minutes, so there's some stuff I just can't leave in here, I think. It's like too much, man. Too many screw-ups. Too many filth attempts at this game. This is raw, man. This is how it gets done. Somebody's just playing the game without doing any kind of cheats. I mean, this is just really how it's kind of designed in a way. I guess you could just stay aimed. You could hang out behind this piece of copper here, copper iron or whatever, for protection. Because if you actually stay behind it and they shoot at you, you won't get hit. So you see, he just did that to me right there and I was perfectly fine, so. And you could just kill him with no problem. So I'm pretty sure we do it right here in this moment, as it had taken a few tries, as it naturally would for anybody, because there's just gunfire coming from anywhere. And I'm pretty sure the bullets can affect you too, if you're not careful. But you are going to want to hang behind this piece of copper frame here. Oh man, the game's lagging. Fuck 64s, bro. But you're going to want to hang behind this piece of copper. He just shot right at me, but I'm alright. I wonder if I could do the same to him. No, it's hitting the copper. But see, he just blew it up, so I got no time. That can happen if you hang out there long enough. It will take enough damage, and it will explode, like I just did. And it's very upsetting. I'm not going to fake emotion about this, as I am doing it in post. You can clearly hear my present self just frustrated as all hell about this. Like, I'm moving around, moved a chair, like, what the hell, man? What a terrible way to capture audio, but I did it, man. I did it the whole playthrough. Here we are. Oh, no! Dude. This is just so frustrating to watch. S. Damn, they really just break up. You know, this game really just sets the precedent for, Grabbed by the Ghoulies, you know, just like how that game kind of runs on the Xbox, the kind of story and development that they have. It's just very interesting. I mean, it pretty much shares the same concept. I mean, when you just think about the zombies and the gunfire, I feel as though that was a very last-minute decision, because those are very mature kind of directions to go in with any kind of game. I mean, you have the living dead and war, you know, like obviously it involves death, which is a very adult kind of thing to focus on, really. So it's like, you know, because this was originally going to be a kid's game, but then they're just like, oh, you know, and it's also like the last kind of stuff you have to do in the game. You have to visit your old great grand relative who's dead, and then you have to go to war. It's like very, very mature. So, once he's dead, you're going to come over here and you're going to interact with 3 teddies. Go ahead and just immediately go underneath the copper, or else you're just going to get exploded. But you have a limited amount of time to do this within 3 different predicaments, because you got the timer, you got the 3 teddies shooting at you, you know the copper's going to be disintegrated, you only have a certain amount of lifeline, which is going to make you able to actually get fucking through this. So, pray to the good Jesus Lord in heaven and make sure that you can get through this alive. I got drool coming out of my mouth because I said so many syllables in one sentence. Is that it? I did it? Oh, get out of there, man! Unequip your gun and run, dude! Oh, that's so beautiful. This is the part in my first playthrough of the game that I never got past, because I lost all my progress. So this is actually pretty great to see in 64s.
Oh my giddy snipers!
Amazing. They really amp up the suspense here.
Get out of here now! Come on, let's go!
We gotta get our asses out of here, pronto!
Leave it to Rareware to have enough balls to make a friggin' war game on the Nintendo 64. Literally parodying Save It Private Ryan, really giving people a reason to want to play this game.
I made it.
And when he says, I made it, you really feel it.
Oh,
No more helmet, it's the only way they could get it off of him.
over here, boy.
I still like how they were able to keep up with the, you know, original idea of having him have different hats in certain worlds, you know.
Was a terrible thing.
War is a terrible thing, Conker.
Right there.
I just got my great mighty poo mug off T-Public. I'll shut up now. Sorry.
Those bigwigs, those pen pushers, those guys who never ever see a single bullet whiz past their heads. We want to get them down here. Those so-called generals in their big, fancy houses, 20 miles behind enemy lines. Who are they to tell us? Who are they indeed? Look at that. What a sight.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The horror. The horror.
It got knocked out for a second. Yeah. Now I remember. Countdown.
And of course, Rodent's not actually dead in a Nintendo game, because if they actually killed off any main characters in a Nintendo game, that wouldn't be good. That's why the guy who got fried ended up living, because this is a Nintendo console. Nobody dies on a Nintendo console. They just satirize it. And pretty much everybody else on the team dies. How they got away with the Saving Private Ryan thing is probably only because it's a parody of a movie. Like, they would have never gotten away with that if it was just like their own idea.
Roden, he made it, guys. Yeah. Hey, way to go. Yeah, he made it.
Yeah, Rodent's pretty cool. When you realize he lived, he's pretty cool. Alright, so the game doesn't really give that much direction here, as we're just kind of left here on the steps. There really isn't much to really figure out to do, but if you can remember from earlier on in the game, the only other thing that we really have left is that one area where it says the Federal Reserve Bank. Like, what's that all about? Well, we're about to find out. So you come out here and you leave. And that's pretty much like... That's it. We finished war, guys. So you come out here and you'll notice no more Bumblebee requests. The Queen is dead. There's blood splattered on her forsaken grave. She's on fire. This is the end. We're never gonna get another Bumblebee request. We appreciated when it happened. It's like, what happened? It's like, well, what did happen? We saw a rodent in the sky, and something collapsed. So this is really the only direction the game gives, and it's supposed to be nighttime, but that's 64's for you. Once you leave the wartime area, you come on over back to the windmill area where we had interacted with the barrel. Because the game kind of gives two areas where it could be very misleading to know where to go next, but you want to come up here to the windmill. Because this is how we're going to get to the Federal Reserve Bank.
Oh, no. Where did the windmill go? I was sure that was the final level. Oh, well.
And without the windmill being destroyed, you wouldn't know where to go. But we're technically going to be going in there anyway, so he's technically right. It is the last level.
So, but you know what? I reckon that suit really worked. I was flying through the air. Next thing is there. I saw this thing coming to us.
Towards me.
Windmill.
A lot of people say towards. Not many people say towards. Or towards.
Never mind.
I saw this thing coming towards me. That's like most people say. Oh, it was coming towards
The
me.
war seems to be over.
But like
You might as well go on your way.
proper people will say
Somebody
towards.
dropped the
Toward.
I will.
It was coming toward me.
guy. Catch you later.
What does that even
Buy
mean?
me a pint.
What is a warden anyway? I'm so sorry I'm ruining this cutscene.
Can I just say something?
Yeah, that depends what it is.
It was a real privilege working with you. And I would have to say that if ever I need to go on an operation such as that again, I hope that it's with you.
Oh, well, that's very nice of you to say.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you, soldier. Dismissed.
How cute. That was really sincere of him. PR. You see what I'm saying? That was really sincere of him, and then it wasn't. He was just faking. So, Conker was right. This really is just the last level of the game. We come on here, and we go into a hole, which will lead us to the next cutscene. Well, actually, we have to walk to the bank, but you'll notice we're on the opposite side of the Federal Reserve Bank.
I told you to leave town.
Well, this is the only other place the game took us, so shut up.
Me have a little job for you.
Oh, not another one. Look, can I just go home, please?
Oh, we're far beyond that,
We
Conker.
may have a little job. Take it or leave it.
Okay, I'll take it.
So approachable. Oh, fancy meeting you here.
Oh, Barry. You look great.
I cannot express how terrible this looks in 64. It's like, this looked pretty amazing on the actual Nintendo 64,
I know
but...
him. He's like my boyfriend.
Oh, and then she finally admits to dating us. Well, dating
I'm her
him.
boyfriend.
She's not dating me. I have a girlfriend, thank you.
When you two little lovebirds are finished with your reunion tay-ta-tay shit, maybe we can get on with the job at hand, please?
Get along with the job at hand,
What do
please.
you want us to do?
Okay.
Since your little escapades with those cavemen kinda put me out of business, now I need to replenish my funds. Here we have it. The Federal Reserve Bank.
Okay,
Okay,
but I'll do it.
but I'll do it
one
on condition only.
What?
That I get an outfit that's as cool as hers.
Deal.
Deal.
His outfit doesn't look too bad, but it just looks better in the Nintendo 64 version and in 64's. A fun little tidbit is that if you leave this area you won't be able to wear the Conker, like this kind of outfit, but if you come back, you'll automatically be wearing it, which I thought was pretty cool. So now we're going to be going ahead and finishing up the last part of this game, which is the part of the game that I've been hyping up since we started. So let's just go ahead and do it. I just think this is the best part. You know, it's like the Matrix they're satirizing too, but it's also just like it's just great. You know, I mean, I don't very much like the shooting aspect of it because I think it's a bit primitive, obviously, but this is just great.
Please place any metallic objects in the tray.
Whoa. Aren't they wearing bulletproof vests? Yeah, it was totally fine to put this in a video game, not, you know, during an era where there wasn't that many mass shootings, sure. But I mean, hey, there's probably plenty of bank robberies back then. Probably a lot more than now, as security and such was far less heightened than it is now. But look at this, man. You push B behind a column and then you do this slow-ass shit, which is not bad. I mean, this is freaking sick. This is like why you play this game, to get to this part. I mean, it really is a huge payoff compared to Battletoads, where it's like all you get is the same cutscene you've been getting every other hero there. It's, like, this is great, you know? Like, this was on the Nintendo 64? Like, are you kidding me? No wonder why, like, some people out of nowhere on the internet are just like, oh yeah, you know, this one's better than some PS2 games, which you can contest to any argument. I'm not contesting to any one side, so please don't feel as though that I am choosing this over the PS2. I mean, PS2 is a completely different system altogether. I mean, Nintendo has always been known to kind of stick to their own grassroots when it comes to gaming development. I mean, they are the pioneers in many ways, so it makes sense why they would choose to do things their own way instead of, like, you know, and PlayStation chose to do things very expensive. I mean, you know, with the PS3, you can obviously see, like, you know, PS3 is always just, I mean, PlayStation themselves, Sony, is just looking to churn out the most money and to create the flashiest console possible to appease consumers, whereas Nintendo looks for something a bit different to appease gamers. Not to say that Sony, PlayStation people aren't gamers, but there definitely is a different market when you see the PlayStation 3 versus the Nintendo Wii at the time. Just like what the producers of those consoles were feeling the consumers of those products really wanted at the time and expected from them to fulfill. If that makes any sense. You know, it's like even with the Switch, like Nintendo knew like that they wanted to create a kind of portable, you know, Game Boy kind of ish thing, you know, because they had Smash Brothers on the Wii U and on the 3DS. They wanted to combine that, I think, with the inspiration of the Wii U tablet to create the Switch. Whereas with PlayStation, you know, they were like, let's make the biggest, most expensive fucking thing on the planet, which was the PS3, and then, you know, they kind of slimmed it down for the PS4. I don't really know too much about Sony, but I just know, like, when the PS3 released, you know, they tried to make it a big thing where it could do all these things and had all these ports, but then it failed, and then it was only when it became the Slim that it regained popularity. But hey, you know, that was a rough time for gaming consoles anyway, you know, like 2010s, like people weren't really having that much luck. I mean, PC was coming into prominence, so it's like, why even buy a gaming console? It's like, well, the Switch definitely motivated people to get back into gaming, especially since it could be like a mobile gaming system that you could play on your TV. I mean, it's really just like the first of its kind, you know, like nobody else thought of that, like Nintendo thought of that, you know, like that's crazy. And I think within my lifetime, that didn't even exist yet, and we had to go through these series of events, which seem almost like a distant past now compared to like what is reality. This part is just so cool. So it gets much easier the more you go along because you won't have to wait for these cops to kind of come out because it happens so much faster. So all you have to do is go up behind a column, push B, and just immediately start blasting. And then each cutscene is a checkpoint, but not really, because if you die, you will have to do just every single one all over again. But you'll see, like, as we get closer to the end, which I believe this is the end right here. I don't think there's another one after this. Oh no, please don't die. I'm sure we can do this in one try. I'm sure we can do this. You can't stay behind a column for very long, or else they will destroy the column with their guns. Your best bet, if you're having trouble with this, is to go when they're all running, because then they won't be shooting at you, and you'll just have a better chance of actually getting at them. So we got 3 left. I'm sure we can do this. Boom. They're dead. They're dead, right? They're dead. What, is there more? Oh, man. Oh, man, this entire column's almost gone, and I got 1 bill of health left. I'm pretty sure this is the last one, too. It's amazing I didn't die just there. And we're getting incredibly lucky with the fact that everyone's running right now. Make sure to get that guy on the left, or else you're gonna die. Did we do it? Is it over? I think it's over. Oh, man. We did it. 1 bill of health left. And we did it. I can't believe I actually did that. And that was, like, recorded. Like, that was pretty impressive, actually. I can't believe I did that. A little bit of comedic relief, having something fall from the ceiling. Fall from the ceiling.
Give me a break.
Yeah, right, I thought we were gonna have to do that. But then again, it's like we got Barry. So now she could do things. I don't know why Conker seems pissed off at her. Got some tension nobody knows about. Anyway, she opens up the door and bang.
Yeah, 1 in a million.
Just can't stress how much better this looks on the N64. Oh man, I really look like I'm dying. It's so weird to see him like almost dying at this part because he just killed so many people. Okay, so now this is where things get fucked for me because this is literally just not my cutscene in the game. I literally had to sit through this with the entire cutscene gone, so...
You can talk. Anyway. Where do I start? Come here, my little beauty.
This part of the game is just so much fun. And then look, it's just all in space. Like, I literally had to tolerate this. So, you don't have to do anything in particular. You just have to go up to the cache and you gotta whack them. Sometimes you can get all 3 or 4 at once, and it's much easier to do it that way. Only got 1. Yeah, and Barry just stands by the door. It just sucks that it was all in space.
Finally, got it.
And then just like that, he's a millionaire.
Millionaire. I'm a millionaire, Barry. Hey, Barry, what are you looking at?
Conker, honey.
Oh, easy come, easy go.
There it is, the Panther King. You think the game developers forgot about him? He's such an integral part of the story. An integral part of a very real story where a squirrel robs a bank. And then there's just a Panther King. Though how is there a bank if there's kings? See what I'm saying? They just kind of throw this guy out. They're just like, we're giving up on the whole fantasy element of the story, the whole Banjo-Kazooie tribute shit that they're doing. It wasn't even a tribute, you know, they were making this game before. They just threw it all out, and they're like, we're gonna make it more realistic and tough and adult, and we'll just do it more comedic with this guy. Fabled.
But he was just in stories like my mom used to tell me to get me to sleep. Looks like he was real after all. The furry Panther King.
Who are you calling a fairy?
Damn.
No, as in like furry, as in ephemeral, like a fable, like a legend. Doesn't matter.
No, doesn't matter. Not anymore. Not for you. Weasel. Right here, boss.
So this is literally how it would look if it was on the N64, like shadows and everything, you know?
What are we gonna do with him? You leave him to me. So you're not gonna kill him?
You're not gonna kill him.
Step aside, Conker. I know how to deal with men like this.
Such loyalty. Misplaced.
Misplaced. Get rid of her. Oh no, this is literally the worst part in the game. I've been talking about the worst part in the game, but I think
Business is business.
this is just terrible.
Adios.
They just murder her, like, for no reason.
Hey, mind we... Barry?
Like, what did we do to deserve this? She just dies?
Hey, Barry. Oh no.
No problem, boss. Boss, you feeling all right?
Then this bullshit happens.
Indigestion. Where's my milk, Professor? Professor.
What even is the glass of milk about?
How is the theater?
The sooner we get this squirrel in place, the sooner I'll get my milk. It's getting worse.
Ah, yes, that's right, my liege. It must be getting worse. Oh, very, yes. Well, you don't talk to us about, see now, milk, yes. The squirrel, yes. The problem is solved, methinks.
But, Squirrel, a jigsaw coming with me.
What's going on here? Yes, here it comes.
Not sure what's going on. I think it's a shame you're making it. Breathe through.
Squirrel got it as my teddies. But I think the latest addition to my plans is about picture. Oh, the incubation period is just about complete. Not a moment.
Incubation period?
Yes, my liege. Let us kill two birds with one stone.
Alien movie reference. It's just so fucked. Alien pops out of his body? Oh my god.
Oh no.
That final boss life.
Such a beautiful animal.
Where the hell did the weasel go? I want to go with him.
Let you scroll. Let your limb from limb. You cannot help but admire his beauty.
Sure.
His power. His poise. He is not a wonderful creature. You're right there. He's not. Just a moment. Right. I'm if I'm gonna live in this world and in this country.
Jesus.
I have something known as technology. It goes into all this. Yeah.
I have something as technology. I still can't get over the fact that I watched this entire thing not happen. I just only heard the audio.
The power of liquid nitrogen mixed with oxygen, 2 parts petrol. Yeah. Never gonna get home now. Heinrich?
We're just in space. Heinrich? Kill! Alright, so this cutscene's gonna end, and now you're just gonna want to run over here to the switch underneath 2 dead people. It's really messed up. Just gets shot out into space, and so does his chair. Then this suit gets revealed for us to wear. If we can get to it without dying. Yeah, it's so fucked. I really had to do it like this. Just in space. And to make matters worse, you literally have to watch that cutscene again. Just until you get it, man. Hit the switch, hit the switch. Alright, hopefully this doesn't happen again. Alright, good. He just lunged at me this time. Alright, so go ahead and get in the suit. You'll go ahead and change. This cutscene's gonna happen, and this will be the last cutscene that really does happen for a little bit. Because now we're gonna have to fight the alien boss. This is a pretty nice suit. Gotta include this cutscene. This is where things get emotional. And then she just gets launched into space. We'll never see Barry again. It's really sad. Fuck this dick. Screw him. Moron. Alrighty guys, that was a lot of fun, but we're now closing in at 53 minutes here, and I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. Thanks so much for watching if you sat through this. In the next episode, we're gonna fight the boss and finish Conker's Bad Fur Day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.